This is amazing. Google has recently launched an open source LLM, Gemma, which is outperforming other contemporary state-of-the-art LLM. In this video, we will be discussing about Gemma in details, how you can use it in Hugging Face chat for chat prompts, or you can also use it in your coding environment. So let's see how we can use Gemma and utilize its capability to generate different kinds of text. Before start, let me give you a short introduction about myself.
Welcome to AT Academy. The main motto of this channel is AI for Aam Janta. My name is Dr. Ayan Devnath. I am an IIT Delhi alumni and Fulbright research scholar at Harvard University. I have total 9 plus years of experience in the field of artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, NLP, generative AI. Let's watch this video. Welcome to my metaverse.
As I mentioned, Gemma is Google's new open source large language model. It has been recently launched by Google. Gemma comes out with two of its size. One is having 7 billion parameters and other one is having 2 billion parameters. The 7 billion parameters model is very efficient for use in GPU and also for using TPU. But the 2 billion parameters, you can easily use it in CPU and also in on-device applications. The base two models are one is Gemma 7B, another is Gemma 2B. And these two models comes with again two more varieties. One is the base model and another is the fine-tuned model or instruction fine-tuned model. Thus you will get four different versions of Gemma model as of now. And these Gemma models is actually outperforming the contemporary state-of-the-art large language models. You can see this here. So where Gemma is outperforming Llama 2, which has been developed by Meta or Facebook very recently, and Llama 2 was outperforming lots of other models. But Gemma right now is outperforming Llama 2 also in different kinds of benchmarks. So we can have a question, how good are the Gemma models? So here is an overview of the base models and their performance compared with respect to other open source large language models in large language model leaderboards. So here, higher the score, the more better is the model. Here we can see the Llama 70 billion parameters model is compared with the Gemma 7 billion parameters, and also Gemma 2 billion is compared with other kinds of models for Lemma, Mistral. And here we can see that Gemma 7B is performing well with respect to Mistral. So this overall we can say that Gemma is a really a strong model, and this performance you can compare with respect to other contemporary models, or maybe you can say it is better than the other contemporary models. You can go to the model sections of the Hugging Face website, and there, if you search about the Google Gemma models, then you will find these four varieties of the models which I have already discussed. Now, I will show you one very important and very interesting thing is that you can use these Gemma models in two different ways. One of the ways is that Hugging Face is having their own prompt or own chat where you can be using the Gemma as a base model, or you can use there also like instruction fine-tuned model. So what you need to do, first of all, you have to go to the Hugging Face chat and there you can use it. So this is one of the way which I will show you. And the another way is that you can call this model or you can download this model by using Python programming languages, and that I will show you how you can do this in Google Colab. So first of all, let me show you how you can use it in Hugging Chat. So for Hugging Chat, what you have to do, so you have to go to this website huggingface.co chat, so where you can use different kinds of models and you can use different kinds of prompts which will be using in the background this kind of models to give you response. So here right now the model current model is Meta Llama or Meta Llama 2. What I will do, I will change the model. So what I need to do, I have to go to the setting where it is showing that it is actually using Meta Llama and Meta Llama 2 as a model which is active right now. So I will change it to Google Gemma 7-bit. IT is instruction fine-tuned. So I will be using it. So I will activate this model now. So I have clicked on it. Now it shows that it has been activated. So if you see here now, it shows that Google Gemma model is there. So the current model is Google Gemma model. Now here in the prompt you can write anything. So say for example I am writing tell me about Sachin Tendulkar. So, and if you just hit the enter button, then it will show you details about the Sachin Tendulkar. It is similar to the things which we have already did in case of like ChatGPT. So in ChatGPT, this is being made by OpenAI, which is using currently like 3.5 GPT 3.5 base models, which is an open source which you can use it. Otherwise, you can also use GPT 4 version, which is a paid version. So similar to that, Hugging Face is also having their own prompts where you can use different sets of models. So here I have shown you how you can use it with respect to Gemma models. Now, if you want to learn more about it by using coding, then you can go to this website where you will be learning about these different kinds of demo and how you can use it using Transformer. So let me show you in the Google Colab. So first of all, what you need to do is that you have to install the Transformer. If you install simple transformer like pip install transformer, then it will be installing an older version of the transformer which is lesser than 4.38. Most probably it will be installing 4.37. But to use Gemma model, what you need to do, you need to install the transformer at an updated version at 4.38.1 at this version. Once you have installed this transformer with an upgraded version, then you can use it in CPU or in GPU. So here, first of all, I will show you how you can use it in a CPU. So from transformer, you have to import two of the modules which you have to use. One is auto tokenizer and one is auto model for causal LM. Causal means where you will be generating some text. So causal language model is for generating text. So I will be use the model for causal LM. Okay. So and for that I have to use the module auto model for causal LM. And for each and every large language model, when it was being created, it has used a particular type of tokenizer, and you have to use that particular type of tokenizer. If you don't use that specific type of tokenizer, then the conversion of the text to some numerical representation will be wrong, and you will not get results. You will get some errors. So for that, I will be using tokenizer, and within tokenizer, I have to mention like which model I am using. So for that, what I have to do here, I will be first of all, as I said, like I have to import these things and then I will be using these two models. So for tokenizer, what you have to set? So tokenizer equals to auto tokenizer and from pretend. So here you have to mention the model name. So I'm mentioning the model name as Google Gemma 7B, and here after initializing the tokenizer, you have to get the model. So for model, I will be using this module auto model for causal LM, and from pretend, then I have to give the name of the model. So this tokenizer, as I have mentioned, so this is an instance of the Hugging Face tokenizer. Now, you have to give some input text to your prompt or to your model. So here I am not using directly any prompt, rather I am using some kind of text which will go to my model. Okay, so for that I have to give some text. So here I am giving a text, say for example, write me a poem about machine learning. Is interesting. Okay, so let's see what will happen, how much it will be able to write a poem about machine learning. Okay, and then I have to use this tokenizer because this tokenizer will be working on this input text because computer doesn't understand language. What it understands, it understands some uh, numerical representation or some numbers. So what I need to do, I have to convert that text to some numbers or to some numerical representation, and for that I will be using the tokenizer, and I am defining which tokenizer I am using by defining the model name. And here I am also using one more parameter, that is return tensor PT. So what is this? This is a parameter which specifies that the tokenizer should return PyTorch tensor. So this model has been trained in a way, and it has been placed in Hugging Face in a way that you can use different kinds of framework. You can use JAX, TensorFlow, PyTorch, different kinds of uh, the framework you can use. So here I will be using this PyTorch framework, and that's why I have written that return tensor as PT. Okay, and then what we need to do? So you have to just use this model to generate on the input IDs. So these input IDs are the token IDs, and then you can decode this output and to get your results. So you can easily run it on your CPU and you will get the answers. You can also use it in case of your GPU. But for GPU, what you need to do, you have to install this pip install accelerate. First of all, you have to do this. If you don't do this, then it will not be using the GPU. Okay. And one more thing, so you can use this runtime. You can change this runtime to TPU or to TPU GPU, like T4 GPU, because the execution will be more faster. And here when you are using GPU, then it is best to change your runtime. Now, what I am doing here, it is the same thing I will be using, but one extra thing I am adding here after installing this accelerate. So we have to map this device. So device map I am putting, which is an extra thing to get my model. So first of all, you can run this thing. So your model will be auto model, auto model for causal LM from pretend, and then you have to give your model name and you have to give this device map. So if you see when you are using in your CPU, so then we don't have to use this device map auto, but here you have to use it if you are using GPU. Okay, and then you are same thing. You are putting this input text, input IDs, and then you are using this tokenizer to decode on your model, and you will get it and you will get the output. So you can run it. So while running it, it might take some time for you to run. So I'm just executing it. So let's see. Okay, so it started running. So as you see, so it started running. It is loading some checkpoints, and this loading might take some time. So here I will tell you few important things. You might get some kind of errors. So here I am not only helping you and showing you the code, but I will also tell you what kind of problem you might face. So one kind of error which you can face is a runtime error. So what it will show, that it doesn't have any kind of NVIDIA, or your NVIDIA driver is not installed, so it will throw some error. So for that, what you need to do, you have to install the NVIDIA driver by using this command, and then you have to restart the runtime, and then you can rerun the code. So I will be sharing this collab notebook with you, so you don't have to worry about anything. So here, as I mentioned, it is showing this runtime error. So this runtime error will come, and by this way, you will resolve this issue. Okay. And one more thing is that it might also show you an value error. So value error, what it will show, that before installing this accelerate, it can show you an error that you are trying to offload the whole model to the disk. So please use disk offload. So what you will do, you will be installing this accelerate, and along with this, you have to also import disk offload. So let me go to the code. I will show you what I am doing. So this is initially you are using like this, but if you face this value error, it might happen. You might not face this if your all the settings are proper. Then you might not face it. But I am showing you in a way so that when you face it, you can resolve it in this way. And I am running it intentionally in this way so that this kind of error pops up, and I can show you what kind of error you can face, so that you can actually resolve this issue and you can run it without any kind of error. So in the case of value error, you need to run it like this, where you have to import disk offload like this. So here, after doing pip install accelerate, I will be using this one. Okay, so from accelerate import disk offload, and then I will run this one with this line like this. So disk offload on this line. So on the model, disk offload on the model. Then it will run automatically and it won't be any problem. And it might take some time to run this. I can show you if you want. So let me run it. So after this, it will start downloading this model, and it might take some time, and after that you can get your result. But another problem you might face is that it will show you one kind of error, is that your session crashed because you are facing some RAM issue. So the RAM which is already being there for this Google Colab, I am using a certain RAM 16 GB. So if it exists that thing, then you will get an error. And if you are using your own local system, then it should have a high RAM. So more than 16, like 32 GB, and it's better like if you have a high, very high RAM, then only it will be you will be able to download the model successfully and you can use it. But still, if you face this kind of error in Colab, then I will tell you what the solution is. So you can use Colab Pro, which is a paid version, or maybe you can use Google Pro Plus or Colab Enterprise to not to get any kind of memory issue, and easily you can run these things to get your output. You can even do fine tuning of the models for your own specific task. I will be creating more and more videos on Google Gemma, where I will be showing you how you can use it in different way, how you can fine tune it, and you can use it for different specific tasks. I hope you like this introductory video of the Google Gemma, and I will be creating more such videos on this. You can share this video with all of your friends who are data science enthusiasts. They will be very happy to learn about this new technology, because everyday technology is evolving, and it will be very good if you learn about this new technology and you can implement this in your real life scenario to make your task easier and to crack good interviews and to earn a lot of money by using different kinds of technology. Subscribe to my channel for more such contents. See you soon.